Hey, I just helped this young lady out with a little sticky situation, and she actually bought me some food. And this young lady reminded me of a story of a passenger I helped out maybe a year ago, almost to the date. And today in Atlanta it's raining, and it was a rainy day that day. At any rate, this lady from about a year ago, I picked her up out of Buckhead, on Buckhead Avenue and Peachtree Road, in this shopping center full of businesses, and also there's some apartments behind the shopping center, which shall remain nameless. At any rate, this nice looking young lady I couldn't find. The reason I know she was nice looking, eventually I did find her, of course. But when I get there, it's a nice looking young lady, a little rough around the edges. She had curly nappy hair. Like she had a good grade of hair, but it had gotten a little nappy from the damp, rainy weather that day. And I finally found her. I greeted her, but she didn't really greet me back too much. She just, she wasn't in the best of moods, I could tell. At any rate, in situations like this, I let the passenger initiate the conversation, in which she did. And she asked me what would I do in this situation. She told me just 3 days prior, her car was repossessed, which she was living in. It's gone. She had no place to go. But there was a remedy she found. She met an older lady online who has an apartment in West Midtown in Atlanta that she can live in for free. Met this lady online, just a godsend, she says. Lady said you can live there for free. No money is needed. There's one catch. There's an older gentleman that's already lives in one of the bedrooms in this apartment that this lady owns. And she gave this young lady that gentleman's number and gave that gentleman this young lady's number, who was going to be a tenant as well, a co-tenant with him. The problem was this gentleman was calling her prior to her going there today, which is where I was taking her. That was her destination. He had been calling her the previous days, asking her, do she have a boyfriend? Was she married? Do she have kids? All kinds of personal stuff. Has nothing to do with renting that apartment out. Long story short, he would also mention to her that they could work out some kind of arrangement, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, on the utility bills. Unbeknownst to him, the owner of the apartment told her she did not have to pay anything, any utilities nor rent, because the lady owned or rented, or she was the renter of that apartment. And she made this agreement with the young lady. The young lady also revealed to me that prior to her car getting repossessed, just 3 or 4 days earlier, her boyfriend put her out. She was living in that car, and the car was gone. She had no place to leave. Godsend was she met this lady online, some chat room or something, and the rest is history. The lady met her and they liked each other, and she said, you can live in my place, you get yourself together. But creepy man is standing in the way of this. She was worried about meeting creepy man at this apartment that she was going to, and he had been calling to ask some personal questions or whatever. At any rate, this was a pretty young lady. I mean, she was a really nice looking lady that, even had the little baby hair these young girls wear, but she was kind of past the young girl age. And when you're wearing baby hair past 30, I think you're trying to promote some other hair and not the hair on your head. That other hair, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. At any rate, you two ought to be wearing fucking baby hair. But she still looks gorgeous, don't get me wrong. She's a nice looking young lady. So at any rate, old creepy old man been calling her, hey, when are you coming? When are you coming to check out the apartment? And like I said, previously he'd been asking her about her relationship status and so forth and so on. Long story short, this girl was really nervous about meeting this guy, and I could see her eyes welling up with tears as we got closer to the apartments. And I assured her, I said, everything would be okay. Worst case scenario, call the police on this creepy old ass. At any rate, she told me she would call the owner of the apartment if anything went left field. But this lady, she was really concerned about meeting this guy for the. Want more? Please click my link in the bio and get your very own copy of the Rideshare Diary, Tales from the Back Seat. Please like, share, and subscribe. And thank you for your support.